you getting it off or are you going to say shit?
And we are finally fucking live with the first affiliate Nerd Ops stream.
Affiliate.
We just want to say thank you so much to everybody that actually tuned us in and actually got us to this point.
Hey.
Today we have X and Steezy
Hi.
along with me, Felipe. Today's main topic is going to be mental health, aside with some bullshittery.
A lot of bullshittery. A lot of
Bullshit.
mental
But
stuff.
before we started the stream, we were also talking about who's been to jail and who hasn't.
Oh, yeah.
You
So,
were-
like, look, I'm not that bad. Go ahead. You could. I've been to
mine's
jail.
mine's very uneventful. So, I mean, I can tell mine, get mine out of the way, and then you could tell us the cool story.
Yeah, go ahead. I do, because
Okay.
you already know me. I like to fucking just send it, dude.
So yeah, no, mine was very uneventful. So it was just a fucking, I don't know, it was like a Wednesday night. And Buddy and I went out to the bar, fucking hanging out, played some pool. Then we were like, fuck it, we're gonna go get some more beer and fucking head back to his place. And I was on my way.
Sounds
Man,
hot.
yeah, it was good.
Go ahead.
But the cops fucked it all up, right?
Fucking police.
So I'm fucking driving back, and next thing I know, there's fucking flashing lights behind me. I'm like, motherfucker, no way. All right, fucking pull over. They fucking get my fucking license, registration, blah 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 blah. Fucking pull me out the car, give me a field sobriety test, which I immediately failed.
Yeah,
like
that
the first thing, they're like, stand on one foot and fucking blah blah blah. I'm like, I can't do that. And then I just stare at them for a second, and they stare at me, and they're like, do it. I'm like, fuck, okay.
Do it. I dare you.
I was like, just fucking arrest me, man. Like, we're good. And so I fucking did it, and I failed it. And then they fucking put me in cuffs, took me to the fucking jail, made me sit in a cell for a bit after, like, fucking making me put these weird ass sandals on.
Oh, fuck them sandals.
They made me fucking take my nipple rings out because I had nipple rings at the time.
Oh, you don't want to hang yourself on your nipple.
Yeah.
What?
And so like they like I was in this fucking
What the fuck?
It was like a cell, but it was all glass on the outside. So like I was just chilling there.
Yeah. It's a holding cell.
Yeah. And so they fucking take me out. They give me breathalyzers. They're like, okay, you can leave. And I'm like, motherfucker.
Dude, that's fair, bro. Dude, the other option was like a whole bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not okay. I'm not mad that I didn't. I'm glad I didn't have to actually stay the night because I don't.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't dig the whole jail thing. But I was just pissed because like they could have just let me fucking go. They should have given me a breathalyzer then.
Yeah, dude.
Because then they hit me with like impound fees. But I guess it's a whole like teaching me a lesson thing. And I'm like, I learned my lesson.
Yeah,
No,
I get
actually,
that.
I didn't. Because I was drive plenty after that, but I just didn't get pulled over.
Yeah, I did too. It was irresponsible.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
the closest I've ever came to getting arrested, right? I was like fucking 10, 11. And fucking there was a cop on the fucking local police force. He was a fucking dick. They made him resign and kicked him over to the fucking fire department because he just had a fucking hard on. And
he got fucking fired for having an erection.
damn, dude. That is rough.
I'm mad. I would have been expelled from school so many times.
No,
fuck out of here, kid.
Dude, but there was a tree outside like our little quad place, right? And my sister's boyfriend at the time lit a bottle, like it had they pruned the tree, but they cut off a limb like almost at the trunk, and there was a crack in the trunk, and he put a bottle rocket like stuck on there so it would like shoot out. And he fucking
like a fucking menace to me.
He fucking lit the bottle rocket. Well, it turns out it set the fucking inside of the tree on fire.
Oh damn! It was just too dry. Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
bunch
and,
of dead fucking wood. It was ready to go.
and he fucking blamed me.
Oh fuck!
So they were
I would
like,
have too.
so the fucking cop, so the cop was like, I can take you to juvie for this. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, yeah, you lit this bottle rocket and you set the tree on fire. And I was like, no, the fuck I didn't. I was like, I watched it happen, but I didn't do it.
Or like your little Indian friend told me you did.
And
I don't
then
know why I
fucking,
assumed you did, but
but yeah, like he had his fucking handcuffs out, like in his fucking hand and fucking everything. And I was like, I was, like I said, I was fucking like 9, 10 at the fucking
you were
time.
fucking crying your ass off.
Well, no, I was scared
100%.
as fuck. I was like, I didn't do
Yeah, I would have been
I don't-
too. That's the classic
Don't judge
cop
me
move.
here, dude.
Bitch, I got my cuffs here, motherfucker. You're going to jail, you little shit. You're like, oh my God.
But other than that, like, I've never been pulled over. Fucking, I've never
damn.
been, like, I've never been in fucking trouble. Of course, I did, like, all kinds of fucking hood rat, fucking sketchy ass shit. You know what I
Ugh.
mean?
I
Fucking,
don't
You
wanna talk
reminded
about
me
it.
of another story.
fucking,
Let's go. Let's hear it. Dude, like I said, I like to ramble. So you guys can talk for a minute because Uncle Brandon likes to get into the details.
I'll tell you one. I'll tell you one more.
and
Drunk
as soon as
story.
you're done with this, I'll tell you about the time the cop chased us whenever we were stealing stop signs.
Oh damn. Okay, so
Anyways.
there was there. I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna leave all names out. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Omit.
But a buddy of mine from fucking high school. We were good friends. Fucking drink together all the time. And so there was this other buddy that we had that started dating my friend's fucking sister. And like shit just kept
Sounds
going.
hot.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm gonna just drop those in there.
And so like shit, like drama fucking just kept happening between those two. And of course I'm gonna have my fucking friends back, right? So my buddy fucking tells me, he's like, you know what, fuck this guy. We're gonna fucking slash his fucking tires, man. And I'm like, you fucking say the word, I got a fucking knife right here, bro.
Come on it.
So in the
bro.
fucking middle of the night, dude, we fucking get drunk as fuck and we're like, fuck it, we're running over there. We run over there, we fucking slash the tires and we fucking head back and we partied more.
That's fucking awesome.
Dude, wake up the next day, the fucking cops at my fucking door. And we're like, no, I don't know what the fuck happened. Blah, blah, blah. Denied it. And then we eventually were like, fuck it, we're folding, dude. And we're like, okay, yeah, we did it. Those motherfuckers had it out for me, not the bro. Because it was.
It's the
my
beard.
buddy.
That's why.
But yeah, so no, they didn't want to press any charges against the
Oh,
brother,
man.
which is my friend.
Yeah.
They wanted to put all the charges on me. So they nailed me. I was like, all right, here's the deal. Like, I'll fucking pay to replace the fucking tire.
Are you still friends with that guy?
No.
He probably fucking put all the blame on you. He probably talked to him separately and he's like, that motherfucker cut him. He had the knife, blah, blah, blah. That's why they
Yeah.
did that. But
Yeah,
I mean, again, you're kids. So he's
right.
like being kids. It's hard to really judge somebody on folding, when you guys are young.
So yeah, like, I didn't have any hard feelings against them, but like,
Yeah.
fuck those guys.
Yeah,
But at
fuck
the
all
same
them.
time, I mean, I did slash somebody's
Yeah.
fucking tires. So
You were guilty. You're like,
I
fuck
was-
it. That
I
happened.
all I felt like I was trying to do was like, you know what, like let's do the right fucking thing and like let's admit guilt for what I fucking did. And I almost fucking got fucking arrested for that because the cop was like fucking being a dick about it, man. He was like, yeah, I could
Dude.
fucking arrest you right now. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I was just trying to fucking like be truthful,
Fuck, dude.
but
Yeah,
yeah, no,
that's-
they agreed to pay for the
Sorry.
fucking tire replacements.
Did you? He just fucking got the money, gave it to the cops. The cops were like, "Yeah, fuck that guy with the tires. Let's go have lunch."
It was like, motherfucker. Yeah, they tried fucking with me after that.
No
but
restitution.
I was like, fuck you. I'll do it again.
I was
Fucking do it right now, cop. What's your address?
I'll fucking slash your tires right now,
Fucking slash your tires, you dirty bitch.
bitch.
So I was like, what was I? I was like 13 or 14, and I
Hmm.
lived in a fucking trailer park. And of course, kids in a fucking trailer park, they're all fucking hoodlums. All of them. fucking
Fuck yeah, dude. They're fucking. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it, but yes, they're fucking bad kids for the most part. Naughty, not bad, but they just do naughty shit. Go ahead.
so
Sorry.
it was me. There was like 5 of us, and we all fucking snuck out one night.
Dirty
And
ass, not no
one
little
dude-
white kids.
And
Go ahead.
one dude had like a Gerber or something like that with him, like a multi-tool.
Fuck yeah.
And he just walked up to this random ass fucking stop sign and took it down. And I was like,
He used the little player set, dude. Fucking took a whole ass fucking stop sign
this
off.
dude was fucking huge. Like, he was fucking huge.
But I'm just saying, did he use a little? Because you're talking like a multi-tool, like a Leatherman, right?
Yeah.
Like the pliers that has a knife. So that means he went to the back of the stop sign and undid like 4 fucking bolts that are probably set in there pretty good. That's wild. I mean, I believe that he did it. I'm just saying, dude, that's some dedication.
Well,
He's like, I'm getting this fucking
I'll
sign.
get to him after fucking this. Fucking so I was like, okay. So then like we just walked around. Like we didn't really fucking do anything. Like we just walked around and shit. And we just started going through the fucking trailer park, just taking down fucking stop signs. And like we roam in the fucking woods and shit. And then next thing we
Fucking
know,
assholes.
next thing we know, fuck this dude, because I'll fucking gladly fucking tell his name. Fuck this dude.
Mm-mm.
Fucking Cameron
Don't tell his
Buckhart.
name. God damn it. You're not supposed to.
No, I understand.
I don't
But
give
don't
a
drop.
fuck. Fuck this dude.
Don't.
No, but if this shit,
I do.
if one day we got super famous, right? Cameron
Yeah, then-
Burkhart would be like, they owe me fucking $50 million for putting my name out there. So some states run with,
For fucking slander for events that actually happened.
well, I'm just saying, why tie yourself to somebody? Tie somebody to your fucking progress and
All right,
success.
we'll call him piece.
Well, it's too fucking late now. Just in the future, Cameron Burkhart, you can suck a lollipop or a sucker or something because they're tasty.
Yeah.
Dodge that one, fellas.
Chocolate
Nobody's.
bro.
So like we were cutting through fucking trailers, and there was like this big ass like evergreen or some shit, and like we were coming out, and he was first, but like he walked out to the street, he took off his fucking slides and just started fucking booking, and I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? So
Yeah,
then
running
we all
slides.
just started fucking booking. Come to find out, this fucking dude was like creeping around, following us all fucking night, chased us down, and then called the fucking cops. And
I would've-
fucking the cops
would've-
came, and I didn't get anything out of it, but fucking
I would have tried to convince Cameron to kill that guy with your multi-tool. Get him.
he fucking
for life.
so the
Get
fucking
him.
cops.
You're
found us.
already in trouble stealing signs. Might as well commit murder.
Yeah. I mean, you're already there.
You're already going to jail for life.
You're already
bro.
going to fucking prison, bro. Fuck it.
Sorry, Felipe. Continue.
So he fucking cops found us, and they were like, "What the fuck are y'all doing?" And I was like, honestly, like we're just fucking walking around. We're not doing anything.
Not
And he
stealing
was like-
signs. That's
he was like, why the fuck are all the stop signs gone? And I was like, I don't know. Like
I would have been like,
person to
what?
ask."
Stop
So
signs
crazy.
in
dude.
this neighborhood? Oh, that's
I was
weird. I'm new.
I'm new here.
Well, come to find out, the cops are already in the fucking area because there was random ass kids over in the cemetery beside the trailer park knocking
Fucking
over
corpses.
headstones and shit.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Nah,
shit.
we're real.
Yeah, they were knocking over
That's pretty
headstones
bad.
and shit.
Assholes. That's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
I never did anything like that. Fucking,
I bet those random kids didn't have a buddy named Felipe in it.
Never.
I don't know who the fuck they were, honestly.
I'm just
Um,
playing. I've never done that, but
But
I'm
no,
pretty bad
so
anyway.
the dude that was actually taking down the fucking stop signs, I won't admit his name because
Well,
fucking.
we should omit everybody's personal information
said-
just because.
I just said I will not.
Give us his
name it.
address.
His address.
Oh,
What
I
the
thought you were
fuck?
saying his name was Emmett.
No.
Emmett, his name.
I will never emit his name.
I will never. His name. This kid I knew. All right, go ahead.
Fucking.
Sorry. Get Emmett his
So
name.
after
What was
I
it?
had moved down to Texas and everything, right? I was wondering. I was trying to keep up with people that I went to school with, right?
Yeah,
And
classy boy.
I was talking to one dude, and he was like, "Yo, you didn't hear about this dude?" And I was like, "No, what happened?" I was like, or he was like, "Yeah." So come to find out, the fucking principal or some shit pissed him off. He made a whole bunch of fucking death threats, left the school, came back to the school with the fucking baseball bat and a fucking chain. He got into a high speed chase with the fucking cops, wrecked out in a field, and then fucking they tased his ass. It took him 4 fucking times to get tased to fucking bring his ass in.
Jesus, that's pretty fucking
He's a big
serious.
fucking dude.
I'm gonna go with that.
But
Holy shit.
yeah, I've never been fucking arrested, never even had a ticket, fucking nothing.
Tickets.
That's kind of so. All right, I was trying to
A lot-
find
I
the
got-
story.
I got a ticket once, and that was because I had just bought a car and I was waiting for the dealership to give me the plates and shit. You know what I mean? Because they're supposed to like register it and everything, you know? And
Yeah.
they fucking were taking forever and a fuck to give me the plates and shit. So I got pulled over on base and they gave me a ticket for having an expired registration.
I got fucking
Good.
pulled over driving fucking because I hadn't I was probably like 17, 18 and I hadn't learned how to fucking drive. So my good buddy Kix.
Oh, Kicks that I've seen on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He let me drive. I mean, he was kind of teaching me. And we were leaving a buddy's house that was like literally like just down the block from where he lives. And I got fucking pulled over. And he tried to cover for me. He's like, "Oh, I had some beers and shit." So I was just having him drive me back. And the cop kind of, if he wasn't being professional, he probably would have laughed at us. He's like, "Dude, 2 beers is not going to be enough to impair you."
Yeah.
But he's like, "No, I'm going to have to give you a ticket for driving without a license, man." But I got out of it because I went and I got my license. Stupid shit.
All right.
Steezy's story time.
Steezy story time.
Yes, Steezy's story time. So anyway, the first time I got arrested was in 7707. It was a drink and driving charge. Drunk driving.
7707?
Yeah. So like super lucky day, you'd think. I'm gonna try to get through this one quickly. But anyway, I was partying. I used to party and go to shows, concerts a lot. I was kicking it with this chick at this concert. Fucking no, actually, it was this dude's wedding, which I was super fucked up at, and I'd apologize to him for even showing up if I can talk to him still. But we left the wedding, and me and my buddy used to drive like assholes, and I'm way too drunk to be doing this. I'm actually, I'm happy I got that DUI because it taught me a fucking lesson. But we're like kind of racing back to his house, which is like 5 miles away. Dude, I get all the way there. I turn left. He lives like in just a quiet neighborhood. It's fucking after 2 a.m. Everybody's asleep. It doesn't fucking matter. It does, but at the time it didn't. And we get to like the last couple blocks, like you go up to the stop sign, go one more road, take a right, and then take a left, and his house is immediately there. So it's like a matter of 2 blocks movement. I decide to run the stop sign that leads up to the street proceeding where I had to turn. And then I turned left and parked in front of the house that I was going to. And a police officer pulls up behind me. And I'm like, what's going on? Clearly I'm fucked up. He's like, yeah, you just raced through that stop sign. And I was like, all right, you're right. I did. And I was part like I had a bunch of friends in the house. They could see me pulled over right in front of the house. There's no question. So I get taken out. My homegirl Jen's like bawling. She's like a lifelong friend. She's like, no, please stop, no. I'm like, hey, it's all right. I was like, fuck. That was my first shit. So essentially, I got let out. I mean, I went to jail for. Oh fuck! I didn't. I actually went to jail until my sentencing because I was clearly fucking drunk. Or no, there was like you meet with a lawyer. So I think it was like 7 days in jail. And I met with like the supplied lawyer, and they're like, come back on this date, and that's going to be your trial date. So I went back on that day. I didn't give a fuck. I was like smoking weed every day. I didn't make any changes. Really, I thought I'd get put on probation. The guy's like, hey, we're going to put you on probation pending a drug test. But if you fail your drug test, you're going to jail for like 45 days. I've never done any huge time. I should have, but we're not going to get into all those details. But anyway, so I went to jail for like 45 days. And then I went back to court, and they essentially signed me up for this thing called sobriety court, where I had to. No, that was my first one. I did 45 days. I got out. I was free and clear. I literally got out within a day. I was fucking lit with my buddies, smoking, just doing my thing. I didn't really learn much, but it did put me in check. So on 10/31/2009, so 2 years later, 2 years, 3 months later, that's when I was driving with my buddy. So we were at this party, after party. And we weren't like the dope man or nothing, but we were hanging out with the dope man. And he's like, fuck. His brother left like an hour early from a party. He's like, I left all this cocaine with my brother. And he's like, go get it, because we're basically out. So I drive across town. It's on the highway. It's really only like a 20-minute drive. I shouldn't have been fucked up, but I even took my fifth with me, put it in the back seat. Must have been somebody I didn't trust there or something, because generally you just leave the fifth there. Anyway, so we went there. We picked up the cocaine. We're on the highway coming back, and I'm driving on this S curve, and it's like it's after 2. I can't remember the time specifically. It's fucking a long time ago. We're coming around the S curve, and the only other car on the highway that we're approaching, because it's not going the speed limit, is a fucking police cruiser. So I'm like, fuck, like I have to keep pace. If I slow down under the speed limit, I'm gonna seem fucking, like I'm guilty of something. So I hold pace, and just a few seconds later they're behind us, because they're going like 50, and this at the end of the S curve it's up to like 70. So you're speeding up. So if you don't speed up, something's going on. But like you could have literally just pull anybody over after 2 o'clock on the night of Halloween. I mean, we had costumes on. I didn't have like a mask on, but I mean, my buddy had, I don't know. We were just two young guys. So they pulled us over, and essentially they're giving me a sobriety test. And I'm like, dude, yeah, I've been drinking, fuck, it sucks. So then he took me to jail, let my buddy call a ride. They got the van towed. I remember on the way to the county jail. Hell yeah. I didn't tell you guys this at all. On the way to county jail, he got another call of a drunk driver that had been pulled over. I forgot all the details. I'm sorry, guys. You weren't here. You can't see what I'm seeing. So we pull over. It's Halloween night, right? We arrest this guy who's probably like a few years younger than me, a little skinny, preppy, fucking like college
the
guy.
Fucking cop was like, "Hey, bro, hop up here."
No, I was there though. I'm just saying, I was part of the car when it arrived, so I arrested him too.
Apologize.
I'm part of this. But anyway, dude's in a full fucking onesie, a baby onesie. He's got a bib on and shit. And he gets in. And dude, I like people. So I'm fucked up in the back of the cop car. High, probably coming down off of cocaine, drunk as shit. And I'm just talking, and this dude's being a bitch, dude. He just like immediately, he's like, well, shut the fuck up. And I was like, oh, okay. And then like we're driving for a minute, and I think he said something, and I like responded. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be a dick to this dude. And then we got to to the fucking, because he refused to take a breathalyzer test because he seemed like a spoiled dude. He's like, no, I'm not doing that. So we get there and they're like, all right, so we're going to either take your blood or you can take this breathalyzer test right here. So he finally did it. I don't know. He was just being a bitch. And I was like, we were in the fucking breathalyzer room. And I'm like, bro, you're lucky I'm fucking handcuffed. Back then, I used to be a little more aggressive. I was like, you're lucky I'm fucking handcuffed because we wouldn't be talking right now. I'd beat your fucking ass. And the cop was standing right there. And he was like, seriously, dude, you just been being a dick. I was like, all right. Dude, the dude was being a dick. All right. And so I was like, you're just fucking lucky I'm handcuffed, bro. And so I go that time, and I was only there for like 11 or 12 days. That's when they signed me for sobriety court. And you like, what you do is you do like 100 hours of community service. You have to do like 100 hours of fucking AA. And then you have a list you call. There's 4 levels. It's like fucking white, black, silver, and gold. And if you're on, or black, white, silver, and gold. And if you're on the blacklist, you call like every day. Or, well, you call every day, but you're likely going to get called about 5 times a week to go and do by 7 a.m. a drug test and a breathalyzer. So I went 9 months, dude. And at that point, I hadn't drank nothing because, I mean, I had to get my shit together. One more fucking DUI, I would have been to prison for sure. Like they just don't play with that shit. So I was like, I got to straighten my shit up. So for 9 months, I didn't even have a drink of alcohol or fucking any weed or nothing. And I kept going to jail. I think when I was on sobriety court, I went to jail like 12 times. And it was just weekends. So you'd have to report on like Friday at like noon, and then you'd get out Sunday at like 5. But it would literally be like, I've arrived 1 minute late. I'm fucking 20 years old, dude. I'm not going to be on fucking time. I'm riding the bus, bitch. It's Michigan winter. Like, fuck. So if I was 1 minute late, 1 minute, I would fucking get a weekend in jail anytime. If I missed it, then it's a guarantee. But like, I remember one time I went to catch the bus, which it shouldn't never pass 4 minutes early, passed 4 minutes early. I called a buddy in the middle of the winter, had him drive and get me, and I was 1 minute late, and they fucking put me in jail for a weekend. So at that point, I was like, fuck this. And I just started like, if I wanted to drink, a drink, because I'm going to fucking jail for a weekend if I'm a minute late any goddamn way. But so those were those 2 things. And the last time I got arrested, I just moved down south. Me and my wife were trying to adjust from being in Michigan down to South Carolina, not fucking with nobody or talking to nobody. We went to Myrtle Beach for my mom to watch my kids for the night, and we'd stay there too. No, we bought a liter of vodka. Mind you, we're fucking poor as fuck for the most part. And I dissolved like 30 Jolly Ranchers
out there.
I dissolved like 30 Jolly Ranchers into it to make it flavorful. We went out, drank like that whole liter of fucking vodka. And really, I started getting thirsty, right? Just for a drink. And I went, and there was this tiki bar at one of these resorts, these fucking hotels. This shit's already been dismissed. I'm not like running from the law, so I'll just tell the story. I jumped in this little tiki. Well, I was like, fuck, I'm about to go back, get my wife. We'll go to my mom's house, but I'm going to check this little tiki. So it was basically a bar squared, and then it had these flaps that folded down to shut it. I was like, if this bitch is open, I'm going to get in. I got to get something to fucking drink, like actual water or fucking something. So I hop in there. I'm looking around. There's like a can of Sprite, and then there's fucking tons of liquor. And I grab a fucking nice bottle of fucking liquor, and I set it up by the flap. That wasn't the intention, but I'm here now. I'm not a thief, but for one, I was on like a Xanax bar, and I don't take that shit. And I actually heard afterwards that if you take Xanax, like it'll make you just want to take things. I don't know the truth of that, but I hopped in to get a drink, found a drink, but I got a bottle. I think it might have been a couple bottles of fucking liquor. And then I hopped out and I lifted the flap, and like I was getting out, climbing down off the front of this bar, and then the security guard yelled, and I was like startled, and I fucking pulled my hand back from the flap, and it swung down and knocked those 2 bottles off, and you could hear them crash. So I was like, fuck. And the cop was like, he came up to me and he was like, I was gonna let you go, but now somebody broke this liquor. Like somebody has to pay for it. I can't just write about this. And at first I like pushed this dude and I like ran, right? But then it like hit me. I'm like, fuck, dude. I don't like I'm fucking making this way worse. And I ran, I got away. He didn't pursue me. And I was like, dude, no, I'm fucking on camera. Like I'm drunk right now. I'm fucking on Xanax and I don't even know how to deal with that. So I fucking went back and I was like, look, y'all are fucking here for me. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking try to evade the police in the streets of fucking Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So I got arrested, woke up, and I was in jail. And I was like, can't fucking believe I did this. You know what I mean? And yeah, I left all that shit in Michigan, and then I fucking get arrested within like my first 7 months living in South Carolina. But I took care of all that and fucking that. I took a lot of time, but the quick to the end, I kept going to court. I paid, or like they kept having all these prelim things where it wasn't a trial or nothing. Finally, we went to the trial, and the prosecuting attorney was actually like, "Look, I've spoke to the defendant several times. Is that we don't because I was up for felony burglary. Because if you commit any crime within 100 yards where somebody's sleeping after dark, it's automatically a felony."
What
And
the fuck?
I don't know if that's just South Carolina or if that's national. I know it's 100% South Carolina. So I was like, fuck, it was like $100 worth of fucking shit, you know? And like, but I went there and I was like, look, I'll pay the $1,000. I know I'm going to get charged a fine. Hopefully I stay out of jail. The prosecuting attorney was like, we don't want to ruin this dude's life. It was, I'm in a party city kind of. He's like, he made a mistake. He doesn't have a previous history like criminal activity. DUIs and shit are different. But he's just like, we just want to charge him restitution. So I think it was like $142. I came there with like $1,200 ready to pay like a big ass fine. The judge was like, tell me the situation. I was like, dude, I dissolved all these Jolly Ranchers into this cheap vodka. It's like, I think the sugar, the vodka, being out over consumption. And he was like, all right, cool, $141. So I got lucky there. I fucking went. I spent one night in jail for the worst crime that I've done, which is crazy. Well, granted, 1,500. I had to get bailed out for $1,500. So if I didn't have that capability, which props to my mama. Mama, thank you, Tammy. You the shit. You always said if I got locked down, you wouldn't. No, I'm just saying. But she always said, like, you go to jail, you're fucking in there. I'm not bailing you out. But she did. My mom took care of me. But yeah, that was that. And then, but it was kind of disheartening being on sobriety court and being a minute late. And fucking, you're like trying, and they're just like, nah, bitch, you got a weekend in jail. Fuck off. But
Yeah.
yeah, and that's that. I don't think. I mean, I've done bigger things that should have probably put me away for a while, but we're not going to get into the details. I'm just lucky I got caught for what I did, and it calmed me the fuck down. With all that being said, I mean, we're already a few minutes in. I think I just took up the same amount of time all four of your guys' stories took up, maybe plus a couple minutes.
4?
Hell yeah.
Each of you had 2 stories.
Oh, okay. I was like, hold up, 4. Okay, so back to so men's mental health. I don't know if y'all are aware, but today, June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
And 3. Yes.
So what do you think, in your honest opinion, what do you think men struggle with the most when it comes to mental health?
This is going to take a second. Sorry I talk all the time. I just don't like dead air on podcasts and stuff. But do you have anything off the top there, Axe?
No, I mean, no, I'm gonna have to think a minute, bro.
So
Yeah, this is one of the
Steve's, me
things
and
that's
you
hard to.
kind of talked about this.
Yeah.
In today's society, which in my opinion, I think it's gotten a tiny bit better, but it's still overlooked. Men just don't reach out due to the fact that it makes them look weak. It makes them look vulnerable. It makes them look
Mhm.
not like a fucking man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But at
So,
the s-
I
but
mean,
at the, sa- but at the same time, I feel like there are some people that take shit to heart and let it fuck with them to where they need the help.
yeah. I mean, so men's mental health, in my opinion, doesn't mean that you need like a psychiatrist or anything. I think men's mental health can be obtained. I think one of the main things that can give a man um, better mental health. It might seem selfish, and I'm sure women also can achieve like better mental health with the same. But I think people, men especially, um, like just having a little bit of time to process everything. So when I am in an argument or a debate or in really deep thought on a topic, I like to kind of reflect on everything, and like after work, I like to come home and kind of just chill out, and I feel like that gives me a moment of zen and a moment of like just relaxation, which will help me to chill out.
That moment to decompress.
Yeah. And that's beside the point though. I do think that when men express to their significant others or their parents or their friends, I don't know, I think men don't need to be nurtured and kind of coddled. Not that females do, but men are usually pretty aggressive towards one another their whole lives. And I feel like that builds a perception of men or of a lot of men, not all men, because we're all different. But so there's like this aggressive friendship that takes place and all that. It's like a lot of shit talking, um, and I think that becomes kind of a manly thing. So when it comes down to it, and especially even amongst your friends, if you are feeling vulnerable or weak or something at the time, it's kind of just best to keep it to yourself because you don't know how it's going to be received by the person that you're giving it to. A lot of times, men's mental health has just been like, or the way men deal with mental health issues is just like, fuck it, I'll deal with it. But that, I mean, I don't know the statistics, but I know that mental or, suicide, I don't know if we can say that, but those rates amongst men are higher. And that likely has a lot to do with the fact that we're just like, fuck it, we're going to hold that in and we're going to just deal with it, or bottle it up. There's tons of shit that I've experienced that I've just kind of locked away and dealt with. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I feel like it's kind of culturally been the thing. Like, I got a guy I work with who, yeah, I literally have to pry conversation out of this dude. I mean, he's an all right guy. He seems solid, but he's just super private. I'm not like prying, but I'll have to ask him pointed questions in order to get him to share details about himself. And he does once he gets into it. But it's like a lot of us are just we just lock that shit away. Me, I love to fucking talk. So I'll share my feelings now. But when I was younger, it was a little harder. I think I was a little more aggressive.
I get it.
But yeah, we don't want to
And
seem weak. We think that even the people who told each other that, hey, you can call me, I think we still seem weak. But I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna turn my cam off. I'll be listening, but I want to go get another drink.
why
But I'm
don't you
gonna
just bring the shit with you?
because I like my beverages to be cold.
You just need to get a little cooler. So
Anyway, I'll be right back, dude. Like I'll bring it over here. It's my last drink. But just let me turn. Fine, just fucking go ahead. I took a
so
rant. What do you think, Axe? What is one of the
well
men's
to
biggest? Oh,
piggyback
go
off
ahead.
of to piggyback off of what you said, Steezy, whenever I called you the other day, fucking I'm pretty sure everybody can agree that yes, men don't need to be coddled. Men don't need like an overly cushioned support. But men not necessarily need, but they like and they would prefer a good attaboy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. But I feel like a lot of that, like, This just everything stems from everything, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So like the need for that, like, kind of stems from not receiving it
Yeah.
growing up. Like you know, because I don't fucking care, dude. Like it has taken me a long time to get to this fucking point. You know, I worked fucking very hard alongside my wife to get to a point where I just talk about whatever the fuck I need to fucking talk about. You know, because I was raised is you are to be seen but not heard, and that was all of us, all of my siblings and I. You know, but you know, mostly as men, you shut up, man. If that fucking hurt your feelings, fucking whatever, dude. Fucking move on. Um, you know, we got beer, we got drugs, whatever. Just do whatever you got to do to not fucking show it.
Yeah.
And I went down that fucking road. You know, I've been there. I've fucking done that, and eventually I reached the point where I was like, I'm not fucking doing it. I'm doing if you know you call me a bitch for fucking talking about what I fucking feel.
Yeah.
Like that's just the way it is. Like, okay, in your eyes, I'm a bitch, and in my eyes, I don't give a fuck what you fucking think. Like that's the fucking, and
Yeah.
it's hard getting to that fucking point because I've always kind of dealt with like the whole like not really being accepted by a lot of fucking people my entire life that like it fucked me up for a really long time that like I just like I was like really careful about what I fucking did, what I said.
Yeah.
Like I just tried to like, you know, if somebody fucking just even felt off a tiny bit, I fucking lost it and I was like doing whatever I could fucking do to fucking make sure that they were happy and like I was doing everything that they wanted. You know, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing in myself any fucking favors, man.
Yeah.
You know, so
Right.
eventually I get to this point and I'm like, you know what, fuck you. It's not about you. It's about me. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna do what I need to do to get fucking through my fucking life because like you or your approval isn't gonna fucking pay my fucking bills, man.
True story.
And so like fuck it. You know,
I
like
think that comes with maturity too. Like just as you mature and kind of know who you are,
Yep.
I think you're just at the point you're like, eat dick, bro. I don't care.
Yeah. And yeah, like you know, and like people fucking have called me out on fucking on shit, you know, like I'm you know, it wouldn't be dark humor, but like it's kind of along those lines. Like I bitch and talk shit about my whatever career wherever I'm working at, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's
I mean,
usually in a joking manner,
yeah.
and people have gotten their feelings twisted about it, and I will just laugh at you because like
Yeah,
this
like
isn't fucking
coworkers
this.
potentially, or just random
Yeah,
people.
no, this
Oh,
they're
okay.
coworkers, you know, and like I have a lot of respect for these people. These people,
Yeah.
you know, like we've been through fucking some shit together, you know, and I, you know, went through like the situation where like I fucking said something and it hit somebody wrong and they fucking told me so and I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't fucking care just as much as you don't fucking care. But you're gonna
Yeah.
fucking come at me like I'm just gonna fucking laugh at you because like I don't know what else I'm gonna fucking do. I don't
Yeah.
and like eventually shit like smoothed out, you know, because like
Yeah.
once you realize like I'm fucking joking, man. Like this
Yeah.
job isn't fucking important to me. Obviously, I'm not fucking like traumatized from the shit that has happened at work. Man.
So
Like,
what? It was more like
it was a
oh well, you know what job you
poorly
signed up
landed joke.
for. I don't know why you're in here. Like,
Well,
Yeah, basically, I was told like, well, you fucking if it's that bad, then fucking go.
quit.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, bro, you're reading way too far into this.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Like
fucking.
I made a fucking poor joke. It didn't land well. I
I
get
don't give
it.
a shit, dude. You
Like,
know, I don't like my job because I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna die here, aren't I? I'm like,
yeah,
the fucking quarry is gonna consume me.
you know,
But dude, I feel like mental health also has a lot to do with your profession. I feel like it could affect, like
so
working at the quarry. I love it, but it's like it was. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, my bad. I'm sorry. So in the military, right? there's a high suicide rate, especially at certain installations. Fucking, I remember fucking coming into PT and then us not doing fucking PT because our commander is off fucking talking to a grieving family because somebody fucking hung themselves in their fucking barracks room.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
just
mean?
sad. Y'all are in
Um,
training too. Like that's not saying anything negative about the person, but it's just the beginning of everything. So imagine
Right.
what the people who are like in the shit are going through.
Exactly.
Like, so it's sad, dude. It's really
Um,
fucking sad.
so they teach us, we have like mandatory, they call it resiliency training. And they
Yes, sir.
have like a whole bunch of shit like compartmentalizing, fucking hunt the good stuff, fucking they have a thing called, what is it, ACE? Yeah, fucking, and as Steve, your shit's fucking up. So now that I'm learning and reading into becoming a NCO, like a non-commissioned officer, like a sergeant and shit, um, they tell you that the first thing that you do if you see somebody off of their baseline is like pretty much get in fucking front of them if they are still like wanting to or actively trying to hurt themselves. You immediately take them to the fucking emergency room so they can
Okay.
get fucking admitted and shit. Which I get it.
So I think in the service and stuff, you have such
What the
a
fuck are you doing?
higher possibility because you know that the suicide rate is so much higher, and that's probably why they press it so hard.
Fucking
Like
ass.
if you see him acting outside of the box, you go, you need to get him committed.
So yeah, I was talking to a sergeant here. He just got to us like not too long ago, and I was like, like I understand this and this and this and everything like that, and this is like SOP, standard operating procedure, but that's not what I would do.
Yeah,
Like me personally, like I would fucking get to him or her as fast as I fucking could, make sure they are okay, and then take them out of wherever the fuck they're at and take them for a fucking drive. Take them fucking go sit somewhere, fucking, and just take them out of that situation so they
yeah,
can't sit there and redirect their mindset. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
Like if you're sitting there in a fucking dark ass room, dirty as fuck, depressed as fuck, and you're sitting there actively wanting to fucking hurt yourself, and if you're taken out of there, your mind's not gonna fucking still, it'll still be trailing down that fucking dark road, but you'll also have to process what the fuck is actually right in front of you physically. So if you got a fucking nice fucking river or some shit in fucking front of you, yeah, you're
yeah,
still pondering shit, but you're not having the urges as much. And I'm only speaking of this because of experience.
yes, sir.
Fucking, oh, I'm not gonna lie, fucking I've been down fucking dark road a few times. Um, but it's all about making sure that you have fucking people that you can call. Like I can't tell you how many fucking times I've called Steezy, fucking I've talked to Fishy, fucking Georgino, fucking a whole bunch of fucking people. Caleb, fucking,
Yeah,
and
man. I mean,
I honestly,
you
I
have
would
to.
not fucking, I would not be here if it wasn't for them and my fucking wife and
Oh,
family.
thanks, bud. If you want to talk about more stuff, you can get it off your chest.
But not with you, Steezy, because the only thing you're going to want to do is put shit on my chest.
Fuck yeah, shit specific. That's my thing. You know me. You know me so well. Um,
T put in the chat 28.9 out of 100,000 suicide rates for the Army in 2022. 31.8 as of 2024. So the suicide rate is going up.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard. So what was having you like really in your feelings in the dark spaces? I'm not going to make it a big thing, but I don't want you to get into the depths to where you're putting yourself out there more than you want to. But like, what mainly was it? Was it the work, or was it more like shit that was happening at home and stuff while you were deployed, or in training and shit?
So it was a combination of shit. So like diagnosed fucking depression. Fucking they're trying to fucking diagnose me with anxiety. Fucking and not only that, like there was still issues going on at home. There was still fucking money trouble. There was fucking work shit. Fucking
Yeah, I got you.
and like I am honestly a lot better now than what the fuck I was. I mean, hell,
Yeah.
I just got here to my fucking unit not that long ago. My fucking first sergeant came down and he was like, "Hey, I read through your file. Are you okay?" And I was like, "Oh, Top, don't worry about that. Like, I'm a lot better now than what the fuck I was. Like, yeah, I'm still stressed out. Yeah, we're still having issues that we need to overcome. Not as far as like marriage or anything like that, but like we just still have shit that we need to hammer the fuck out in order to be comfortable where the fuck we're at. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like kind of what we were saying. It's not so much like a fuck it attitude, but it's like, okay, this is another fucking problem I have to deal with in order for it to go away and to make myself feel better. You know
For
what
sure.
I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So like, what?
Nothing. I mean, I get it. Is all I was gonna say, and it takes a long time, especially for like relationships and marriages. Like my wife didn't fucking. She's been my best friend for a long time, but I didn't
I'll be
realize
right
that my
back.
wife
I
was
gotta
my
take a
best
piss. I had
friend
like
for
5 cups of fucking water. I
fucking
gotta piss.
for like 10, like 7 years. We've been together 14 years. But it's so as much as we all might not realize it as men or as individuals, your significant other should be there, and most of them are. Like my wife would listen to me. She often asks me like if I'm in my feelings or if I'm just sitting there kind of different, quiet. She will ask me, and I think she's definitely open to communicate about like what could be bothering me, and I think that's good to have somebody in your life for that. And I always tell my buddies, I've had a couple buddies that I've known forever that have struggled at times, and they reach out to me like in times of struggle. Even one, my buddy Kevin, um, I hadn't heard from him in years, and like he was in the middle of kind of breaking up with his wife, and he called and reached out to me kind of randomly, but I was happy he did. I mean, I'd rather you talk to me than make some sort of choice that will affect your life impactfully. And it's unfortunate that a lot of these enlisted men and women struggle with shit like that. I'm sure being enlisted is quite a difficult process, especially if you get people that have been to active duty and stuff. It probably only gets worse. But
Yeah.
So, and I don't know, man. It's good to talk and get it out, and that's why it's kind of with Felipe. Why I was like, tell us a little bit about it. Can't hear us right now, so fucking call him a turd or something. Fucking turd.
Yeah. It's like
Can't
those
even
some
hear
cute
us.
little shirts you got on there, baby.
Ooh, don't pull them up. Pull them down.
Pull them down.
Yeah. So yeah, just completely still on topic. Like I don't know, it's just wild. As men, it does seem a little harder to talk about it in a safe space, but I think a lot of friends, when you say, hey, you can call me and you can talk about whatever, I think a lot of guys just kind of brush it off, like, yeah, I could, but I'm just not, we know we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah. And I think
Yeah,
that's a big ass fucking problem, honestly.
yeah, but just we
And
need to talk about it.
I mean, I'm lucky, like I got some people, that I know that I can, but I mean, it got pretty gnarly there for a bit, you know. It was probably shortly before I quit drinking. 'Cause I haven't had, yeah, I've been, September will be 10 years that I haven't had a drink, you know.
Damn.
Nice.
But I can remember there's, I mean, I don't think I've ever even told my wife, honestly, because like it's just that, you know. But there was a point that, you know, we got into it, and I basically told her to fuck off and get the fuck out of the house and leave. And so she took
Oh, yeah.
her and the boys, and she took off. And I, you know, proceeded to just get completely fucking wasted. Awkwardly, I fucking drove over to my friend's house and just kind of stood around in his house for a minute because I don't know how to fucking talk about it, you know. So
Yeah.
I was like, well, you know, this is weird. I'm gonna go home now. He's like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And I just fucking leave. And then I go home and I just kind of stand around in the house now that it's empty, you know, and it starts kind of
Yeah.
hitting. And so I just wander off back to my room and I fucking get my fucking little carrying case for my fucking 40 cal and fucking, yeah.
You considered it. Maybe
I
even
held,
went further.
well, the thing that was scary about it, I guess you could say, is that I was like, I went through the whole contemplation thing by pulling the clip, racking it, make sure it's empty, held it, and fucking dry fired just to see if I could fucking follow through. And then my buddy showed up, and you know, I tucked everything away so nobody fucking saw anything. And they just saw a drunk dude at that point, you know.
Yeah.
And he was there. He fucking stuck around, you know, and I don't know who I mean, honestly, I don't know who all I've told about that one. You guys could be the first, honestly.
I'm happy to have heard it. No, I mean, I've honestly considered it. You know, there's been
And
times.
it's not a good feeling, you
No,
know.
it's not.
No, man.
That
I mean,
that
yeah, go ahead.
fucking that dark ass road is fucking scary and it is steep as fuck. Like
It's
steep as fuck.
for me. There was a point where that was kind of like a thought for a while. There was a hard struggle at home, just like financially. And I was like, if kind of lucky I didn't have life insurance policies and shit because I might
Yeah.
have just
I
done
got
it
500
just to
grand
make
on
it.
my ass.
It's-
I got 100
don't
grand
think
on my
about it.
wife.
But like there was a period where it was just been easier to do it. But I've got this stance on what's her address? No, I'm just like, but no, I've always kind of had this fucked up stance, but even with my stance, so I know people who have killed themselves, and I always
Same.
thought that was just the easy way out. And that was the greatest
It is.
sign of weakness. You know what I mean? If you can't even deal with the problems, no matter how big or small, that you have presented to you in your life right now, that you would abandon everybody that fucking loves you, because it's just too much for you to deal with.
Especially if you have
That-
kids.
Well, regardless, your mom, your fucking best friend, you know, all those people are important to whomever, you know. And like for me, like that's what I've kind of brought me back, you know, because I mean, I've always held that view, but then I was like, it would just be easier if I could just fucking just get it done with. But I hadn't gone as far as X, and not to say I'm any better than you. Maybe I'm not as strong, but alcohol also plays a part in it, you know, and social circles and shit like that, and access to people just to get you out of that mindset. I don't know what your social life was back then, but anyway, you know, I got into this fucking, or I'd always known that was the weakest way out, giving up on everybody and making them ruining their fucking lives by taking your own. You know what I mean? Especially with kids. Not trying to discount your point, Felipe. Especially if you have children, but not only, because everybody else is fucking important too. And when you're just tapping out because you got too many fucking bills, like that's bitch shit, you know. And it sucks to say that, but that's like what drew me back, because I remembered my point of view. Like, fuck, dude, shit's hard. Shit's fucking hard. It's never gonna be easy for nobody. I mean, I'm not gonna squeeze a baby out of my dick hole or anything, but
You're living in
women
the wrong
fucking
state.
do. Fucking, you're right. That's funny. That's funny. I'll fucking try, goddammit.
Kind of touching on that one. That one, like it's a 50-50 split on that. I feel it. But when I lost my aunt, it kind of changed my perspective on it.
So
Because it made me sit and think, what was going on that was so fucking bad that you felt that that was the only way to make it stop hurting? And I mean, it's just it's just another perspective on it, right?
Yeah.
I do
That's
agree
fine.
with you. You know, I do agree, but
No, I get
like, it fucking because I gotta think about, I'm like, how my uncle and his kids, like, what they had to go through because of that choice that she made.
Yeah,
You know.
and that's what and that's kind of what I'm saying. So your choice to not keep fighting
Yep.
is putting them, but at the same time, your aunt. So honestly, I do agree with suicide or self euthanasia or whatever. If you're like terminal or something, or if you have
Yeah.
like just
Terminal.
like you're living
Fucking-
terribly painfully constantly, because there are disabilities and shit where you're just constantly in pain. I
Yep.
think that there should be a choice for that if there's no way for your life to get better. I know mental health, there are roads you can take. A lot of people are too embarrassed to do that, going to therapy and admitting that they have a problem. But there's always another option, and that's where my basis started. And that's something that settled with me when I was young, because I had
Yep.
some people that had committed suicide.
So
Maybe I just got mad at them or
the
something.
I think the only times where it's okay is if, yes, you're terminal, you're in fucking war, and you're about to be fucking captured, or fucking or if like you get kidnapped by like the fucking cartels or some shit. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
But like that is the only fucking time. Like I know a few people that fucking like they wanted to fucking off themselves because their mom died, their fucking dad died. Fucking,
Yeah, that
you know
shit's
what I
sad.
mean? Like, yeah, I get it, but at the same time, that's the way fucking life is. Like, you're going
Yeah.
to outlive your parents, not unless you die in a fucking
Yeah,
car crash or
majority
some
of people will.
shit.
Yeah, and that's sad, and it's hard to deal with, but yeah, it's hard for me to, it doesn't need my approval. People are going to behave the way they're going to behave, but it's just hard for me to wrap my head around. And you just want to end your life because things are hard or you're sad about something else. And like, I have family who have wanted to do those type of things. And I'm like, look, just because this person is gone, doesn't mean life doesn't continue. So, but it's hard for some people to consume and understand.
I get it.
But do we want to talk about something else? It's getting kind of freaking depressing in here.
Yeah.
I love men.
Oh, hey, we're in that.
And their
We're
health.
kind of in that ballpark for that 30 minutes of wiener.
30 minutes. Oh, fuck, dude. Call back. It took me a second. 30 minutes of wiener. My wife doesn't have time for 12 sessions. Anyway, she's sleeping. She wouldn't even notice fucking 11 of them.
You can do whatever you want. Just don't wake me up.
Just don't wake me up.
Don't wake me up and don't get it in my hair.
Oh, that's funny. All right.
But
I
no,
don't know.
so-
Men's mental health is important. I hope everybody reaches out to somebody that they care about or that they can talk to if ever they're struggling.
for real, fucking if you feel like you are not strong enough to reach out and fucking yourself and fucking help, like talk about shit, fucking reach out to somebody who is also struggling. Don't fucking sit there and try to play, oh, my life fucking, oh, woe is me, oh, woe is me. No, fucking talk about what the fuck is going the fuck on and coming up with a solution to either get past it or just to figure the fucking problem out. But suicide is
sure.
not the fucking option. It is, you should never even consider it.
Shouldn't be a option.
Like,
But
anyway,
Yep.
so boys,
we all got to push forward for one another. Yes, sir.
so boys, this
I'd
is
like
the
to. I
first
would like
fucking-
to hold on. First, hold on.
hold on to fucking
I
what?
would like to compliment you both on your wieners.
Oh,
Continue.
thanks.
Thanks, I just got a
Continue.
haircut.
It's a bald fade, bro. Chucker.
It's nothing. It's nothing to write home about, but you know,
Dreadlock.
I
I
like
got
it.
dreads. Hey, fuck! I hooked him up with a goatee.
Man. Oh, and another side note: just because you're having a bad wiener day, that's also not another reason.
No such thing as a bad wiener day.
Nah, boys, this is the fucking first affiliate stream.
Fuck
Is
yes.
That's
Let's
nice.
fucking
We're here.
go. Let's
Basically
fucking
famous.
go. How is
I got
chat
fucking-
doing? It says we have 7 people in here. Who do we got in here? Princess
Hello,
of Thunder.
yo.
We got Kicks. We got T.
PLT.
My wife is also watching.
Hello, wife.
What's up, wife? Oh, he's like, fuck, what did I say? Right now, he's look at his face. He's like, did I say anything bad?
Oh, there we go.
Now, what's up,
Connect
Mrs.
it up.
Felipe?
Baby,
Turn
Steezy's
off.
talking to you.
What a fuck. She doesn't give a
Steezy's talking
fuck.
to you.
I just said, what's up, Mrs. Felipe?
Huh?
She doesn't give a fuck.
She just said
What?
No such thing
I
as a
know, that's
bad
fine.
wiener day. Put that on a shirt. Okay.
As soon as
Put it on a woman's shirt. That is
as soon as we get
Mine,
the
mine's not big enough to put
be
on
a
a
lie.
shirt.
yeah, mine would just be like a little mine would just be the tag in
Hell
the
yeah.
back, okay?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What's that fucking annoying ass fucking scratch, bro?
That's how you
God,
know
quit!
I'm
Stop
the-
it.
That's funny.
Nah, how was y'all's week? Did y'all do anything
Oh,
eventful?
dude, I did. So, if you guys know anything about me, you know that I'm like a big metalhead.
Uh-huh.
But this fucking Thursday, I went to my first concert that is a country concert.
Oh, really?
And
Nice,
I
okay.
had Aaron Lewis.
Okay.
Who that
Dude.
is?
Okay.
So, have you ever heard of the band Stained?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's their singer.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, now he's doing, and he still does shit with Stained, but he's also doing his own solo project, and he went country. And it was a fucking great fucking show, dude. He
Nice.
did a couple little country like remixes of some of his stuff from Stained, which was fucking awesome. But
Fucking,
yeah, dude.
I love what the fuck is that song? It's like he sings a song about like his life. And
See my truck don't run out of gas.
fucking, I can't
Hey,
remember.
my
I'll-
dog to run
it'll fucking come to me. I want
away.
to say it's like Country Boy by Aaron Lewis.
I'm just guessing, dude. I don't-
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yep.
about? Where it's like really, really fucking slow, but he like talks about his life and like how he came into fame and all this kind of shit.
Yep.
Oh, over here.
I'll tell you what though.
Country boy.
Fucking I was living in San Antonio. A buddy of mine, Julio, he ended up getting tickets to a Metallica concert,
Oh, there you go.
and him and his wife couldn't go. And he was like, "Hey, bro, like, do you want these tickets?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!"
Hell yeah, dude.
So honestly, like, I've seen a lot of concerts. I used to set up for concerts whenever I moved from Indiana back down to Texas. Like, I set up for POD, 3 Days Grace, fucking Avenged Sevenfold. There was
Fuck
also
yeah.
I set up for fucking Sesame Street. Fucking I also set
Hell
up for like
yeah.
this like Jewish convention thing.
Whoa,
Whoa.
You
Like, it
pause
was
there
fucking
for a
cool. Dude,
second.
no, like
You gotta
there
say
was
if
like
you
a
start saying the word Jewish, you gotta finish that word Jewish. All right. You can't
like I
stop
was gonna
halfway
say
through.
Judaic, but then I was like, no,
Okay.
fucking no. There was like a big ass like Star of David and like a whole bunch of like white like satin sheet things that we
It
had to
was
fucking
probably
set up.
just a GD fucking thing. Bunch of gangster disciples. Like, what's up?
Somebody's getting their
You're
forsaken
like,
cut off.
They
There's an
rented
awful
out
lot
an
of black
arena.
Jewish guys here.
It turned out it was just a bar mitzvah, bro.
Hell yeah.
That might have been a possibility. But no, like Metallica definitely put on like the best fucking show I have
Oh, I
honestly
bet.
ever seen. Like I would 110%. Like I'm not a huge metalhead, but fucking I would definitely go see them again.
Oh, shh.
I just want to fucking say one thing though.
Just hushed you.
Fuck Lars.
Fuck Lars.
Fuck
Lars
that
Ulrich,
motherfucker.
their drummer. I fucking hate that little fucking
I don't have
troll.
anything. I don't know anything about him, but fuck him. Access,
Yeah.
fuck him. I say
Yeah,
fuck
what's
him.
going
tag
on
him.
with the fucking drummer that's like or a band member of like a not a, like a heavy metal, but like a more of like a rock band who's like in some really, really deep shit right now. Fucking
Probably plenty.
Oh my god, this is gonna irritate the shit out of me.
All right. Well, I just hate Lars. That's all.
I just fucking hate Lars. Fuck that guy. I don't like Lars anymore.
Yeah.
Son of a
See,
bitch.
Skeezy fucking gets it.
Just fucking. Yeah, I'm convinced, dude.
Fucking little
Fuck
troll.
around. Troll ass bitch ass Lars Davis, whatever his name is.
Ulrich.
Ulrich.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said it. Yeah. Well, I think his middle name's David, and that's where I got mixed up.
Yeah, there we
Lars
go. Lars
David
David Ulrich.
Dude, that also
bitch.
clears us from any lawsuits.
Yeah.
Lars
Yeah,
David.
hey,
My middle
he's
name's
known for that
David.
shit. He's the one who he fucking sued Napster for stealing their
Oh, that
music.
Fucking Napster.
Oh.
Fucking LimeWire,
Oh.
Frostwire, and
Yeah,
Napster.
fucking love LimeWire, dude.
I can't fucking see it, or I can't fucking find it, but I'll find it.
Okay, well, bring it up next time.
Oh,
Yeah, we
and
don't want to talk about Lars David Ulrich anyway.
so for those that don't know, fucking last week I was not in the episode because I was in Washington D.C. and I was a part of the Army's 250th birthday parade.
Yay.
That was actually really cool experience. And
I bet.
honestly to kind of caveat to also men's mental health, it was honestly nice and kind of refreshing whenever we turned the corner. Did it just okay. Did it? No, okay, we're still good.
Continue your story.
No, it was acting like it
Here's
was
about
gonna
what-
fucking it was
No,
acting like it was
yeah.
gonna fucking quit out.
I thought what you were searching for just popped up, so I was like,
No.
don't.
It was nice.
Turn in the corner.
As soon as we turned the corner, like there was a whole bunch of fucking people like screaming, yelling, fucking everything like that. Like it was honestly nice. And I was less than 100 feet from fucking Donald Trump.
I bet you
And
got
he's
wet.
he's not as orange as what you think he is.
I don't think he's orange. I think he's got a fake tan. And fuck it, dude. People.
But let me like that was like the
Some
running
people
fucking
just really
meme.
like to, yeah. They like. I watched a video earlier where this guy had painted his face with Cheeto dust. And I'm like, come on, bro. Like I get it, all right. Like, but
yeah,
it just fucking going overboard. That's one thing. It's hard for me to really understand. I understand caricatures, but
Is that the
it's,
fucking people that
Cheeto
draw,
dust, bro?
like,
You
the
put real
fucking-
Cheeto dust on your face, dude.
Is that the people at like carnivals and fucking fairs and shit that like do like the really fucking obnoxious fucking portraits or whatever?
Yeah, caricatures. Yeah,
Yeah.
they just like to
Those
make
are
you with a
always
big
funny.
old head.
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
always
like
funny
a
as
chick
fuck.
with a. She might have a small gap, but like in the picture, the gap would be like fucking giant, just have a big old mouth. It's like, goddamn bitch, you paid $25 for that shit.
oh goodness.
But yeah, dude, one thing I think for the service members, I've obviously never been a part of the parade as participating in the walk or whatever. One thing I think that soldiers of all sorts should understand is like the majority of Americans are supporting you and fucking highly value you and look up to you. And like, I just like when I go to work at the quarry, I know what I'm working for. You know, I'm working for this life that I want and everything that I have and supplying for my kids. Like when a soldier goes to work, he's really training to be like a fucking superhero, kind of. You know what I mean? He's putting himself at risk. So it's like the fucking envy from the majority of the United States and its citizens is immense. So I don't know. I just think that that's something to look at. That's something else you're fighting for, not for the envy, but for the people that are doing the envy. They fucking
So
idolize you, and yeah.
here's a
Well, I'm just-
little statistic for you. T, correct me if I'm wrong. Less than 1% of the U.S. population fucking enlists in the military, or is eligible to enlist in the military, and less than that actually followed through with it.
What was the percentage?
Less than 1%
10%, 1%.
is eligible.
Well, so eligibility. What's the maximum age you can enlist?
35.
35. So that means
17 to 35.
17 to 35.
What the fuck? Fuck you, McAfee. Yeah, he said that sounds about right.
I just want to see this. It doesn't really prove anything because things like having flat feet or some other,
I was about to say that's not a thing anymore. They
I don't
give a
know if
fuck.
that is, but there's other disabilities that could bar you from being able to. So it says 22.7 of the US population is between 18 and 34. So I'd actually mark it up another percent for 17 through 35. Maybe another 5%, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say another 5%. No, another 2%. But anyway, then you have to consider the people who aren't capable physically. And then I think a lot of other people, I don't know if you can be like an immigrant and
Yeah,
also go into the service. So,
you can. You just
yeah,
have to
I mean,
fucking.
so
They actually help you get your citizenship.
okay. Yeah, so I mean, but 1% seems a little low. That's all I was thinking.
Right now,
Um,
0.4% of the population is serving.
Okay. Yeah, so 0.5% of the
Specifically active duty. So that's not counting reserves. That's not counting National Guard.
yeah, so 0.4% of the population is currently on active duty, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's different, but I would say it's got to be at least. So, what percentage of USA is enlisted? Yeah, the U.S. population currently on active duty in the military. This figure is based on comparing roughly 1.3 million active duty personnel. Okay, and then it says 0.3%. So we're at like 0.7. So it's not even, yeah, bringing the total to just under 1%. I mean, that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, I think a lot of people that are American citizens, America is unique in many ways, but one of them is like the patriotism.
Patriotism.
And 100%. I believe so. We got 350 million people, maybe 400 million. I'm not exactly sure in the US, something along that line. I think if there was an actual threat on human soil at any reason, then we'd have a spike from being 1% to being like 35-40% of the population.
I
Well, yeah,
can
look
making
at
themselves
fucking
available.
look at 9/11. Look at fucking Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fucking recruiting offices, like they were out the fucking door. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm just saying in like a Red Dawn situation, dude, I'd be in the front yard fucking
Yep.
sending it, dude. Motherfuckers wouldn't hit. And that's against the Geneva Convention, but I'm not enlisted, bro. I'm fucking sending them. They're dropping to the ground limp as fuck. And that's dude, I'm fucking helping it out, dude. We're gonna have fucking 200-300 people landing on the ground, unable to fucking walk. But anyway, like that's just the thing with the US, and that's one thing I've always been an adamant fucking pro-gun supporter and not trying to get too fucking political or anything, but I don't know if that is considered political, but Second Amendment, 100%, boom. I'm all about all our freedoms, you know, but I wish I'd press it. And who was it? It was Diller. I was convincing him around Father's Day to get that $100 fucking PSA special. He never sent me money. I would have literally fucking packaged it and sent it to him. $100 for a shotgun. Great. But anyway, we would have a damn near huge fighting force if any enemy combatants put foot on soil here. Like if somebody fucking sat down in fucking Florida, by the time I got there, it'd already be over. But I'd be like, fuck it, pack it up, babe. We're fucking like my
We're gonna go
wife, she
fight,
already,
dude.
yeah, I already told my wife, I was like, dude, if that shit ever touched this soil, I'd be there. And she's like, why? She's like crying and shit. And I'm like, she's like, you're only one man. I'm like, but one person could change everything, you know? I don't know that I'm that person, but I could be. Fuck, what if I was? You know? And I didn't go.
The child of prophecy.
Yeah, I am the never mind, hold on. I almost fucking crossed lines. But anyway, I would definitely fucking. They'd be like, "Look, we got some serious threats. We got 200 fucking boats full of 1,000 soldiers coming to the fucking coast." I'd be like, "Fucking, let's ride. Let's fucking get it." Anyway, so, oh yeah, nice wieners, guys.
No, but okay, so fucking all along those lines, I kind of put like a little. It was general, but I did hone in a little bit on it, you know. But I put this big post up on the Discord server today, you know, just giving some thanks and shit, and then I kind of shouted out a few of my people that I know that either have or are currently serving, you know, and I just, you know, like I find it so fucking ridiculous that it's like what twice a fucking year we like nationally fucking like celebrate them,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this
Memorial
bullshit,
Day.
bro? Yeah,
Yeah, and Veterans Day, pretty
yeah.
much.
And I'm like, why? Like, why aren't we just like just generally like thanking them all the time? You know, I
Well, to
don't
be
know.
fair, a lot of people, if you, so if I see a gentleman wearing a Vietnam hat or a fucking whatever hat, I'm like, thank you for your service. Or, you know, if you, for whatever reason, if I see him wearing some shit, usually I try to thank him.
Yeah.
I do think they should be honored nationally much more on a
Yeah.
regular basis. Maybe at least a day a month. That would be fucking dope.
Right.
That
Instead
introduces
of a
like
10%,
fucking
give
10
us a
more.
20.
That introduces more like 10 more fucking national holidays for fucking being paid off work.
So
That'd be nice.
Rob
But
Schneider,
not
Rob
only that,
Schneider
I
was
just think
out
it'd be great.
fucking with Charlie Kirk, right? And he was like, "Why is there a whole month towards Pride, but we only give our vets and shit like 3 days out of a year?"
Because vets they're not gonna throw fucking temper tantrums, dude. Don't get me wrong, dude. It's okay to be gay and it's great to be proud that you're gay. I mean, there has been people against you for a long time, but we're in 2025.
There's gays in the
Be
military, by
gay.
the way.
Nobody gives a shit anymore, dude. Like, that's cool. If you need your month, that's fine. But we should definitely honor our soldiers and the people who are working hard to keep our freedoms intact, even though you may disagree with the sentence I just said. Um, you know, they're valuable people. They're dying for us to be able to say fuck whatever we want to say, you know?
Yeah,
Or
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
You know, because I get to work like every day, because the company I work for is veteran owned, and my boss he served. You know, he did multiple fucking tours and shit, and like I don't know, like I feel like it's just like to me like I'm honored just to fucking be around him. You know,
Yeah,
Sure, he can be kind of a dickhead sometimes, but
You
like,
really fucking dipping out again, Steez?
dude, I'm here. I'm listening. I
but
just fucking.
he's I
Yeah,
have a
dude.
lot of fucking respect for him, and I have a lot of respect for you. You know, and I
Hey,
got
did you see the fucking that the U.S. fucking struck those nuclear facilities?
They did.
So do you think we're going
Yeah,
back
I
to
don't know
war?
that that was a fucking choice, but anyway, it is what it is. Here we are now. And I mean, it's not like there hasn't been verbal threats made towards us over a million times, probably. But I don't know if we need to get all into that currently. Not that I'm against
yeah.
it, um, but yeah, I did see that. That was I just saw it like 34 minutes after it happened, and I was like, oh, okay. But I don't know. They say that like China and Russia and North Korea kind of back down. I don't know if that's the case. I haven't seen. I don't know.
I believe war is a necessary evil. Only,
Well,
only because like, look at fucking Nazi Germany. Look at fucking World War One. You know what I mean? A necessary evil to those standards. But if you're talking like Vietnam, like we had no fucking business in Vietnam. And if this is between Israel and fucking Iran, then that's between them. It's going to be another fucking Vietnam.
no, it's not. There will never be another Vietnam. Honestly, there
I'm
and
talking
then
about
like
our involvement.
yeah. I got in trouble with fucking the U.S. always getting involved in everything. I know fucking Iran's our allies, so we're kind of obligated based by
Iran,
alliances.
Israel is our ally.
I mean, Israel. I know I said Iran, but I know Israel is our allies. Israel has always been and will forever be our ally.
Fucking NATO.
For whatever reason, but um, I mean, I knew we were end up going to get involved, but I just
Oh,
hope it doesn't escalate. So there's only obviously two ways for this to go now. I mean, we're like the major superpower in the world, or one of the couple.
Yep.
So there's either a response by our competing superpowers or not, and if there is a response, then it doesn't stop escalating.
So we try to act like the fucking world police.
I don't like that.
No, I agree. I mean, shit, we spent 20 fucking years over in the Middle East just to fucking go back. Like, why?
Yeah, just to leave fucking $1 billion worth of equipment that the taxpayers paid for over there for them to use against us whenever they get the fucking chance. But I didn't say that. Sorry, I got it. We got it. Fucking. All right, yeah, I'm gonna fucking.
Well, to be fair,
yeah.
that being military equipment, that shit's gonna break all the fucking time.
It's all
All
right.
the fucking time.
They got mechanics.
No, the fuck they don't. They don't have the parts.
That's fair.
We can't even get the fucking parts we need.
But it is what it is.
But no, fucking the parade was actually really, really cool. I got to see some of DC. Fucking, I didn't get a chance to go see like the Lincoln Memorial, or I got a good picture of the fucking not the White House,
Capitol building.
yeah, the Capitol building. I got a good picture of that. Fucking, yeah. I mean, DC was cool, but it was fucking expensive there. Holy shit.
Dude, I think for one, as soldiers, not that you should just be able to go around to shops and be like, bitch, give me this free. I think you guys should have some sort of fucking card, especially in DC. Like, I'm a fucking soldier, bitch. I
Yeah,
need fucking give me
I
a
have one.
sandwich.
It's my DoD ID. It's my
Oh,
card.
and you
It's
get
my
free shit.
ID card. Well, not free shit, but fucking I get
Well,
10%.
they should at least give you sandwiches and fucking reasonable amounts of sandwiches and drinks. And I do think that you guys should be able to go and see the fucking city.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
mean,
bitch, I fought for this. I'm fighting for this. I'm
they
on the front
were
lines for this. Let me go look at it.
they were gonna make us like stay in the fucking building, but then they were like, no, like why? fucking no, let them go out in the fucking city. And thankfully, only a few people got in trouble, but fucking that was also their fucking own stupidity.
Well, you know what?
These
I really
motherfuckers
thought
got
that few people get
DUIs
in
for
trouble.
riding on fucking scooters.
Yeah.
They got full blown fucking DUIs for riding on
Rightfully so. Fucking criminals. They should be. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, crossing the lines. But no, I've heard when I got my second DUI, I was in some fucking rehab class because I was obviously an alcoholic. That some lady got a DUI while riding her bike, and feel like a lady that was out walking her dog. She got charged. Maybe it was just a drunken public or some shit, but she fucking was in the same rehab. I'm like, God damn, dude, walking your dog? They're fucking hunting you, motherfuckers. Don't you drink and be on the sidewalk, bitch. Going down, you fucking criminal.
Can we get some W's in chat for whoever the fuck is in here for Axe being our first sub?
Fuck yeah, let's go, guys.
Oh, I'll fucking sub. I'll sub to both of you right now.
Sub
Nah,
this.
I'm just sub.
Duke.
Subsized dick. What's next on the docket? Nothing. I mean, did we start at 11? We already been on this bitch for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Hour and a half.
All right. Well, we could put down another half an hour if you guys want, but
So,
we should.
what? What?
We should talk about something a little
Hold
more
up.
upbeat.
Wait a minute.
Hey.
No, you're good. You're good. Sorry. I
Dude,
was reading chat.
so
Oh, what can I say?
I had a couple people over here yesterday, just some friends, to eat some birria tacos, right?
Ooh,
And
so sad.
there was somebody.
Oh,
Holy shit!
average
thank you.
gamer. Thank you for the fucking sub, man.
Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it, man. And for the record, anything that this podcast makes as far as like any kind of monetization or anything like that goes back into the fucking podcast. So we don't actually pocket any of it.
Not yet. Not until it hits millions.
No, so I had a couple people over and he was talking about this app. Really? That was Nina.
What the fuck?
She had a fucking.
What fucking is the app called? That was Nina.
No, there
Because
was
I
an
don't
app
care
that was
about your
called
fucking dog
Public.
right now.
There was an app. Shut up, dog killer.
Damn, he's an old wolf.
There's an app called Public, and it's like a stock trading. This motherfucker made like 25 grand in less than a month on this fucking app, but he said he made like over 45 within a year. And yeah, like he's been putting in like a fuck ton of money into it, and he's been making a fuck ton of money. So like I want to start fucking with it, but like all that stock bullshit, and then you also have to worry about your fucking taxes bullshit. Like hell nah, dude. Hell nah. Banana bread at work, dude. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love that shit.
Fucking with
I was
taxes?
telling.
Hell no.
Hell no, dude. Hell fucking no, dude. Yeah, I was telling somebody about that. Maybe my boss, my supervisor at work. He didn't get it. It's like, you wouldn't fucking get it because you saw it. Banana bread at fucking work, dude. Hell yeah.
There Ooh, has any of y'all ever been fucking like pepper sprayed or like CS gassed?
Nothing
No.
cool. No.
Oh dude, let me tell you. Let me tell you. And the wife with the fucking
No,
babies.
Woo! Hell yeah.
They're so in basic, you have to go through the gas chamber, right? Oh shit.
That's pretty
Um,
wild. You guys have to, yeah, that would fucking make me want to do things to myself.
So you walk in just normal fucking OCPs, like your normal fucking duty uniform, your fucking normal shit, and you fucking you walk in, you go along this fucking wall, right? And they sit there and have you like run in place or like do jumping jack. Well, we don't do jumping jacks in the military. We do a thing called half jacks. So instead of coming all the way up, you just come to here and down.
Sounds lazy.
It works you a lot more. And
I imagine you
and
would
then-
say that.
and then they'll fucking and then they'll be like, okay, on the count of, they'll take like a group of like 4 or 5 guys, and you'll grab onto somebody's shoulder, right? And fucking they'll be like, okay, on the count of 3, you're gonna remove your mask and hold it up in the air, and you're going to recite either the last 4 of your social, or like you're gonna say a line in the fucking soldier's creed, or you're gonna say like a general order or something like that. And fucking the first time I went through, I got to my first 2 fucking numbers in my last 4, and I was fucking fucking spitting like it was fucking
Yeah, I
bad,
bet.
dude. But the second time I had to go through it at Fort Sill, fucking I said the entire fucking soldier's creed because I already knew like what the fuck I was expecting and shit. But dude, inside those fucking gas chambers, it is so fucking disgusting, dude, because you got snot, you got fucking spit and shit, dude. Like, it's just making me fucking want to gag thinking about it, dude. Like, you're just walking in, dude, it's fucking disgusting. But those fucking pro masks, the gas masks that we have, fucking like, they're pretty fucking legit, dude. Like, and ooh, that's what we could do at fucking the next stream, dude. We can pull up like a whole bunch of like military memes and stuff like that, like a whole bunch of like military TikToks or anything like that, and just fucking kind of react to them. I think that'd be
Could do
pretty
that.
fun. I think that'd be pretty funny. And then the fucking next week, like we just I don't fucking know. We plan for 1 week at a time.
Yeah, we
Haphazardly.
can. So, haphazard planning.
Yeah, for real.
That's the army way.
To be fair, fucking we only
So fucking half jacks, dude. Yeah, imagine how disappointed you'd be if you fucking ordered flapjacks and they gave you a 1/2 of one. I would be like, you're fucking.
you had to pay
dude.
for the other half.
Fucking hate you, bro. 3 half flaps, dude. Half jacks, dude. Fuck you. I'm leaving. I'm not paying for this.
Dude, I made myself some fucking eggs and pancakes today, dude. That was pretty good. That was pretty fucking tasty.
Eggs in a pancake. What the fuck?
I said
Are you
eggs
talking-
and pancakes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just confused. I was like, what the fuck is an eggs in a pancakes?
Dude, I've also seen where they take like strips of bacon or whatever, and then they fucking they pour like fucking pancake batter on it. So like your strip of bacon is inside a pancake. And I'm just like,
Dude,
that's
let
pretty
me tell you
fucking
this
good.
story. So I moved to Mullins, South Carolina in like 2015. I got a job at Huddle House, which is kind of like Waffle House, but named differently. They had a bunch of waffle sandwiches, and it's almost set up exactly like Waffle House if you've ever been to a Waffle House. But it's identical. Why do I keep saying almost? It's different fucking colors with a different name. Anyway,
Copyright.
they had waffle sandwiches. They're like bacon, egg, and cheese waffle sandwich. This, and this waffle sandwich. There was one, the buffalo chicken tender waffle sandwich. So it was buffalo chicken tenders, a fried egg or over easy, whatever way you wanted the egg, a slice of cheese, well, 2 slices of cheese, but you toss the fucking tenders in buffalo sauce, cut a fucking waffle in half, make a sandwich with buffalo chicken tenders, egg, and cheese on a waffle, right? I was like, that sounds fucking terrible. And this I should have brought up when the weird food shit. Never tried it the whole time I worked at Huddle House. I ended up moving to Augusta. I got a job at another fucking restaurant to start off with, and I was standing there with this this gay kid named Mark, a cool kid. He's fucking Jewish, gay, big ass fro. And he was just super flamboyant, and I don't know, he was a cool kid, but he was a gamer, and he told me his gamer net tag, and I was like, that's stupid. And you should make your name JEWSEEFRUIT, so it'd be Juicy Fruit. And he was like, oh, that's great, I want that. But anyway, I told him about this weird concoction. He was like, sounds all right, I'd try it. I was like, would you really? He was like, yeah, fuck yeah. So I slapped that bitch together real quick, and we split a waffle, cut it in half, one tender on each side, fried egg, piece of American cheese. What I did is I mixed the hot sauce with syrup, and then I tossed the tenders in that. This fucking thing, dude, is on point.
Is that shit fuck?
Dude, it's fucking good.
Dude, that
Even
shit fucks,
you might
dude.
not even have to toss it in fucking maple syrup and hot sauce, just hot sauce and then drizzle maple syrup. But literally, I know I said that what I eat now is the jelly on the sausage, egg, and cheese English muffin. But if the fucking buffalo chicken waffle, which was offered anywhere, I would buy that bitch like every moment. It's fucking decent. It's fucking so good. It was this fucking kid, Mark, that it was like, dude, I'll try it. And I fucking tasted it, and I was like, this shit is fucking on point, dude. I can't believe I put shade on this son of a bitch this whole time.
You know what I would
Also-
honestly love to fucking do for like
What?
all of us go in on a fucking Airbnb, right? And then we just like one or two fucking streams, fucking we just do like a cooking episode, or we fucking
That'd be funny.
drink and fucking play board games or something. You know what I mean?
So, Grinder of the Axe does not drink, so that's not going to happen. But we could drug him when he's not looking. Don't tell him.
Hey,
I'll
don't
mess
tell him.
with you.
I-
I'll mess-
I'll just bring the edibles, bro.
Hell yeah.
I can't partake.
But-
You can't
get to
drink.
watch.
I can't. How about
No, you drink.
How
He
about
can
I'll
eat
drink
him
You
some
your
drink.
edibles.
How about
You
I'll
drink.
I'll drink your
And
drinks
I'll-
and you
I'll
eat
eat the
my
good shit.
edibles.
There we go.
That sounds like a fucking trade, dude.
Hey, regardless, at some point, maybe we should all figure out a central area for all of us and fucking get us a dope ass Airbnb. I mean, we could bring our wives, we can bring our fucking kids if we want, and we just need to have a couple hours on each night to fucking do a podcast. I mean, I don't give a fuck, but we could all throw fucking $400 down and get like a dope Airbnb for like
Or like
4 days.
or like fucking Nerd Ops goes fishing. You know what I
Dude.
mean?
Hey, whatever.
Dude. Okay.
Y'all can come to Georgia, and I'm not in Georgia, but in fucking Blue Ridge Mountains, we can get a fucking dope ass place for like $1,000 for the week. Not that we need to take a whole week, but like we could have the river just fucking like right
Dude.
there. That
Dude.
shit.
Dude.
Dude, I would
I would be
love that.
fucking down for that.
I fucking
Dude, we
would
should
Oh,
love
down the
straight
road.
up.
We should plan on that. Like, I actually have a vacation set up, and I'm starting a new job on the 7th, so it'll be several months. But maybe
I mean,
when,
but we
you
could
know.
plan it for like maybe like sometime next year, like a next summer kind of thing.
Yeah, dude,
You know,
that would
like,
be dope. We
I
could get,
would be
like, a fucking
fucking down.
6-bedroom fucking mansion on the fucking river in the Blue Ridge
fuck yeah,
Mountains.
dude.
And then
That
all
would
of
be
us
dope.
throw like an extra like 200-300 into the fucking food or whatever. For
Yeah.
everybody, fucking ooh.
I mean,
Fuck,
you really,
okay.
if we're considering
Okay,
that we're
dude.
cooking it, though,
Let's-
Dude, I'm
we could
more
buy
than
a fucking quarter cow, dude, for like $700 and just fucking. I don't know if anybody's vegan. If they are, leave them at home. We could just grill up some fucking
For real.
shit. But
Dude,
dude,
man.
we should look into that. I think it'd be a blast,
But then we
especially
could have our fucking wives and shit on the podcast as well.
me and my wife rented just an Airbnb for the weekend. like in the fucking Blue Ridge Mountains in Cherokee, North Carolina. It was on the side of a fucking mountain, dude. It was like $200, dude, for a couple nights. And I mean, it was small, but it was just the two of us. But dude, it had a hot tub. We're like in a hot tub on the side of a mountain, fucking looking at the stars, doing dirty things. But
Hell yeah.
it was something. And if we had like 4 or 5 of us put $400 in, dude, we could get a literal dope ass joint on the water and fucking set it off.
I mean,
But-
like I said, I'm fucking down, dude.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll do it. We'll look
Okay.
into that.
Because I mean, that would give us a long time to fucking plan and
Yeah.
save and fucking.
Well, yeah, like next
coordinate.
summer, we have to have it like because that's when I'll get my so on July 7th next year I'll have my fucking vacation and shit. So it should be like July-ish or after next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then because we could fucking coordinate everything. We could fucking start kind of, getting like a stream setup for that time, so that we
Yeah.
have like decent fucking, I don't know, mics and fucking camera and shit. But dude, that'd be fucking sick. I'd be down with
I think
that.
it'd be fun. And then it'd just be dope for all of us. It'd be like a men's mental 3 freaking retreat with the wife
Dude,
and kids. Ugh.
That's what we're gonna call it.
men's
Men's
mental
mental
3
3 retreat.
or
And
or
then 3.
fucking or
But there'll
one
be
night,
more than 3. But whatever.
or
Should
Men's
be
mental
plenty of people
retreat.
there.
one night we
And then
leave
our-
the spouses in the fucking in the cabin or whatever, and then all of us just go like pitch fucking tents, dude. Fucking Nerd Ops goes camping, dude. And all of us are just fucked up. Fucking.
If we do
trying
that,
to-
we should just do it fucking naked and afraid. Not naked, but just like out in the darkness with like each of
And
us bring a tool.
Nerdy and afraid.
I'm bringing my gun, so we're safe. I'll bring
Yeah.
the 357. Dude, in fucking North Carolina, there's bears just walking around. So I'll
Okay,
just have
well,
my
I'll
gun.
bring a rifle
Everybody,
along.
somebody bring a lighter or a flashlight.
Oh yeah, we'll get some fucking fucking 10,000 lumen fucking flashlight, blind the bitches. Fuck it.
Be like, yeah, we're camping. It looks like a fucking runway. yeah, Nerd Ops goes camping. It looks like
People, what the
fucking-
fuck is going on out there, dude?
goddamn lightsaber
It's nerd shit.
manufacturing
Don't worry about it, bro.
yeah.
But no,
It
I
would
love
be
do,
dope
like,
to arrange it to be like,
Okay. Yeah, I'm fucking. Yeah, I'm for it.
I would
man.
love to do like a fishing trip or like a hunting trip. Fucking, I would love to do some shit like that. Go down to fucking
Listen.
Texas, dude. Go fucking hog
That-
hunting.
I would love to go hog hunting. That's
would
cool,
love
but
that,
we
dude.
just it can't be like a fishing trip. But I need you to understand that my wife and me leaving her for a week to just go do whatever the fuck I want, it's not realistic. All right. So she's going to be included. So to be like, yeah, let's do this week-long trip, and then be like, we get there and all our wives are there and our kids, and we're like, all right, all the men are going out into the wilderness until we leave tomorrow. Or like in 4 days. Then my wife will be like, no, the fuck you're not. And I'll be like, yeah, I guess you're right. I was just joking.
Yeah,
Um,
kidding.
No, but
There's-
we could take a day or something and go
Oh.
out and fucking do a
Have
fishing
a-
day or
have a men versus women fucking camping challenge.
like a fight to the death.
Yeah.
Fucking, we'll set up the
You
women
guys
with,
are
like,
the
a camera
aggressors.
and shit, and fucking and set up a fucking camp. But we have to stay out there for like a minimum of like 2 days,
Get a bowl.
like
and
two,
get
like
some
48
cool.
hours,
Heat it
and
up
then
for a little
like
bit.
at the end of the 3rd day, fucking pack it up. You know what I mean?
And we
Can we go
have to,
hunting for Sasquatch?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, come up to us.
Sorry.
dude. Axe is
just-
only like
no,
three
I would-
or 4 hours away from me.
Oh, you just want to rub it in even more?
No, I'm just saying
How
you moved
close?
the wrong fucking direction.
Actually, I'm camped outside in front of his fucking place. He just doesn't know
Oh,
yet.
fuck, I'm camped outside in front of your place.
Damn it.
Damn it, this is fucking defeated the whole purpose.
This isn't working. We're all in the wrong places.
That's funny.
Hmm.
Dude, I wanted to tell you a story about the job that I took at Augusta RV. So I started. I can't fucking find the article. Back in like 2013. Hold on.
Huh?
Trying to find it.
No.
But anyway, so back in like 2013, there was this murder that occurred, right? And this kid had been convinced by his mother, who would often offer him drugs, a lot of pills and shit, and kind of ran his life. She was having an affair with the neighbor's husband. Okay. Um, at one point, the husband had been exposed and cut things off with with the neighbor, who also was supplying her son with illegal substances. Once he cut things off with her, she said, I need you to go eliminate this man's wife, so then I can be with him. So I wasn't at Augusta RV at the time, but the gentleman that was in my position at Augusta RV when I started, he decided to go to work. Or no, he called into work because there was an issue with the neighbor. And so the boss of my old job called the police because his employee said there was an issue with the neighbor, and sent them to
I
the
think you
neighbor's
told me
house.
about this.
And they found the woman was beat to death with like a hammer in the garage, right? And then the kid showed up to work later to get arrested because he was the one who beat the neighbor to death with a hammer in the garage. So I was walking the same steps and shit, like just it was a few years before I started, but that kid who worked in the same position I worked years earlier beat the neighbor to death with a hammer because his
Damn.
mother gave him drugs to do so because she was in love with the neighbor's husband. It's pretty fucking wild. I was looking
Yeah.
for the article. I can't find it. It was like Georgia's most gruesome murder is what it was tagged like in the newspaper.
That's crazy. But we're almost at the 2 hour mark. Does anybody have any closing remarks?
um, Not really. I mean, we've been kind of just doing the thing. I do want to let everybody know that is listening, or everybody that is watching, that we definitely, even if you don't have somebody independently to go to, you could send emails to us. Do we have a regular like Nerd Ops email address?
Yeah. Fucking
Yeah.
What is it?
So
nerdops25 at gmail.com, I believe, right?
So nerdops25 at gmail.com. So you guys could send us your stories of frustrations and hard times if that's something that you just want to get off your chest. We assure you we won't read them live, but somebody will read them here. We may
so
discuss
if
them
you want,
with each
I
other.
get what you're saying. So if you want, or if you just have some like crazy ass fucking story or something like that, we could actually read it on air and obviously either change names or omit fucking names.
Yeah, if
But
you would
like,
like us to share your story, we can. Just let us know. If you're emailing us something that you'd like to vent to us, and for us to not read, just let us know. We may reach out to verify one way or another if you don't let us know. But yeah, if you have some crazy fucking story that you just would like to share, I have tons, but I babble like a fucking motherfucker, so I try to hold them back. But if you want to share something, you want us to read it, you could send it in. If you want a certain person to read it, you want Axe because you just got that voice of fucking chocolate vanilla.
chocolate vanilla.
He'll read it for you, and
I'll read your story.
we'll just we'll share the stories. But
Oh,
yeah, man, if you have any trouble at all, as a man, as a person, you don't have to be a man. If you want to vent and just write us
we could just
a
call it
letter.
fan mail.
No. But I mean, if somebody doesn't want it shared, we won't share it. But if somebody does want it shared, we'll share it and we'll have a fun time doing it.
The
Other than
only
that,
thing I have to say is if you really, really like the stream or the podcast, be be a very, very kind soul and just help us get out there. Like, we are trying to incorporate and push the stream out as much as possible. So far, we have done fucking amazing. The community itself, all of the nerds, fucking
nerds.
has done an amazing job in supporting the stream. I mean, hell, in 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, we got fucking affiliated, which to my knowledge
Yeah.
is fucking unheard of. Fucking
I didn't hear anything.
fucking yeah, if you really like the stream, don't be afraid to share with your friends. Don't be afraid to post our link where the fuck ever. Make some fucking clips and fucking post them. But if you make clips, like, I want to see them.
Fuck yeah. We need to add more
but yeah.
tags to this goddamn shit too. This is podcast, not safe for work, games and chatting, army, English nerds. We need like funny.
I
need
will the stream is
Sexy
still
Beast
also a work in
Axe has
progress.
to be one tag.
And if you have any
Dragon
recommendations-
Hogs.
will you shut the fuck up?
I'm sorry.
Now, and then if you also have any recommendations on what we can change or do different, or something that you would like to see more on the stream, or like how long you would like for us to go, or any specific topics you would like for us to discuss, either write it in our Discord, which you can honestly find down in our About Me. There should be a link there. You could write us there. You could write us at the email. You can, yeah, just if you'd like to see something different or think we should change something, let us know.
Beautiful.
Axe, do you have any closing remarks?
No, not really. I mean, just general cliche shit, man. I just appreciate all of you for fucking being here. I can't fucking talk. Like I've loved seeing the consistency that I have seen in the viewers. You know, you guys like seem to be really fucking enjoying it.
Yeah.
Don't hold back in the fucking chat. You know, like fucking talk to us. You know,
There's something we need to do, something you want to see, let us know.
yeah. You know, like I do my best to try and like at least respond a little bit. You know, it probably won't be over the mic as much because you know we're discussing what we're discussing. So
That's what I'm saying. Like, we do actively read chat and everything like that. CZ, you can't even fucking type. Shut up.
you can't even
I
can't
know.
talk shit in the chat because you're too drunk, bro.
I'm not too drunk. I just my mic's behind or blocking my keyboard. I'm like peeking around my fucking mic to type, and then I put because some gin
Minor drug use. Okay.
only have
Seven
is
seven-year-old little fucking Timmy over here shooting the fuck. But nah, once again, fucking, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Uh-oh. I put F you, Timmy.
We love
Mods
y'all.
will be
We
checking.
appreciate y'all, and we will be sure to catch you in the next one. Everybody
For
here,
sure
make
next
sure
Saturday.
to
Earlier.
make sure to stay nerdy.